Okay, our first very, very funny lady. She is originally from Columbia, Maryland. So any East Coasters out here. She's also performed at the Ha Ha Comedy Club and the Comedy Store. Give it up for Alesia Etinoff!
Hello, how are you guys? I feel like some of those woos were lies. The thing is, like, I feel like some of you guys were like more like wah than woo. Like, is there anybody in this audience that's like brave enough to admit that they're struggling with something personal? Anyone? Woo! Alright, couple, great, I love it. Because I feel like there's some people who are struggling with finances. There we go. Love it. There's some people who are struggling with maybe a sickness in the family. Maybe there's some of you guys who like had someone they really cared about walk into the bathroom after they took a mean shit and like they don't feel the same anymore. Like, I get it, like life is tough, let's be honest. I think we're going through a lot of things, but we don't admit it, and so we feel alone. If like we were more honest, we'd feel less alone, and then we'd feel more like being sober, you know what I mean? Like maybe we'd feel more, like maybe I'd feel closer to my best friend and less close to my friend and me, Merlot, you know? Like maybe I'd have a boyfriend instead of my man crush every day, Corona. This is the thing, guys. Do you ever feel like whenever you ask somebody how they're doing, like what they say and how they say it are completely opposite? You're like, hey Marcus, how are you doing? And he's like, I'm fine, thanks for asking. How are you doing? And like you respond like, I have never been happier. And I feel like, there's just lies, and they could have shared this moment where they're like, I'm one snarky work email away from bringing a gun to work. You know, I feel like telling the truth creates community, so I'm gonna like tell something to you guys, because I feel close now to you. This is the thing, like sometimes I feel like I am one ignored text message away from being a serial killer, you know? Just take out all the 25-year-old men who want Drake money but not Drake emotions, you know? It makes me so upset. So I feel like women go through the 5 stages of grief when they realize a perfectly crafted message just goes unanswered, you know? Because it takes me 2 hours to send a text, guys, 2 hours. 1 hour to write a draft and submit it to their friends for notes, and another hour just to wait it out because I don't want to seem too eager, you know? Guys, like, this is a PSA. Answer the text messages, okay? It could save your life, you know? Could. So I'm just gonna like go out on a limb and say that I feel like women give men way too much credit. Way too much credit. Because the thing is, like, they have questionable judgment. You know, like, I feel like the one universal question that you guys ask yourselves is in the bathroom, and that question is, should I wipe one more time, or has my asshole had enough? You know? Like, and usually it's like, I think I'm okay. But the thing is, we put these skid-marked monsters on a pedestal when they belong on a footstool. This is what I'm telling you guys. I feel like women, they like go through the bullshit, and then they have nothing to show for it. That's why I want to start a bullshit shop. It'd be in like Silver Lake. And I feel like this is the thing. It would be like where men present their bullshit and then women put a price on it. And it would be run by 3 women. It would be 3 women. It would be diverse, okay? It would be a black woman with an Asian name like Mei Ling. And like an Asian woman with a white name like Ashley. And a white woman with white guilt, so even though her name's Kesha, we call her Keisha. It's fine. And a guy would walk up into the store and be like, hey, can I get 5 orders of I keep on forgetting her birthday and maybe a side of I snore so loud she has to sleep on the couch? And Mei Ling would be like, actually, this is the grand price total of stop coming first and asking her for butt stuff. And I'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right. That's on the price tag. And I feel like the next guy would come in and be like, hey, I'm gay. But the thing is, like, my girlfriend and my boyfriend doesn't know my girlfriend's a beard yet. Do you have a special for that? And Ashley would be like, yeah, actually, we have a coupon that's like, actually, if you don't tell her, I will. Do you want that to go or to rot in hell? Which one? And I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right, too. And, like, another guy would walk in and be like, hey, can I have your largest quantity order of I cheat on my wife while I go out of town? And the thing is, like, my Hispanic girl, she has a Hispanic name, and so this is the one that she shares with all her cousins, is Maria. And Maria would be like, you no sé, we kill you. And this is the thing, that's reparation, guys. That's equality. That's but alas, there is no bullshit shop. That's why I want to be a stripper. The thing is, I feel like we judge strippers, but at least they get paid for the bullshit, and we're out here being bots for free. You know, we are. Like the only criticism I have of strippers comes from the one time I went to a strip club. It was when it was like a rough time in my life, and I wanted to see if I would fit in. And I was watching the women up there, and the thing is, guys, like I was getting so wet. With anxiety sweat. Because this is the thing, guys, it's 2016 and they're picking their paychecks off the ground. I don't understand. I don't get it. It's sad to me because like there's Bank of America, there's those little apps you can put your fingerprint on, there's Venmo, and yet and still they're still picking up their money like they're illegal immigrants at a Mexican restaurant, and I don't get it. I don't understand. The thing is like they're not getting paid under the table that they might get fucked under one, and that's not fair. And maybe I don't want to be a stripper. I think that's what that says. The thing is like, so honestly I feel like I'm not a catch. I'm single, but I'm not a catch because I say shitty things like what I just said. I'm not a catch. I feel like a lot of women out here think that they're catches because they swallow and they listen to Beyonce, and that doesn't make you marriage material, you know? Because the thing is like no one can be a catch like Beyonce's a catch, okay? Like at best we're all just Michelles and Latoyas. We don't have lemonade, we just got limes with no water, you know? It's fine. The thing is, I feel like I want Michelle, like pure, sweet, incompetent Michelle to make a visual album. It's like limes. It's like the tagline is, when life gives you limes, kill yourself. This is the thing. I'm not an advocate for suicide for most people. It's just, I want Trump to just fall off of a cliff. You know, that's where I'm at. I don't know if you guys agree. Yeah, all right. So, yeah, so I'm not a catch. I'm actually more of a toss. Depending on the day, I'm hit or miss, you know. As for example, the last time I went on a date, a guy called me beautiful, and I responded by sneezing in his face. And guys, I didn't do it on purpose. I'm just realizing I have high self-esteem allergies, and Zyrtec doesn't help that, you know. They don't have something for my issues. They don't. But to close, I think ultimately I'm single because I have long legs. Like my belly button is here, guys. My boobs come down here. This is a short margin. And this is the thing. Like, you know what else has long legs in the little body, guys? A centaur. Because I'm like a 7 with that weave in the black world, and like a 7.8 in the white world, but I'm like a 15 in Narnia.